Picture this. You've got a piece of land, maybe an old house sitting quiet out in the sticks, and you're wondering, could this be more than just a quiet getaway? Turning a rural property into a long-term rental sounds simple until you try to do it. It's not just about slapping a for rent sign on the mailbox and hoping someone responsible shows up. You're stepping into a business, even if it's just a single unit. The good news? With the right prep, it can be low drama and income steady. Let's walk through what really matters, stuff the real estate blogs don't always tell you. Jumping into nightly bookings might sound profitable, but the advantages of long-term rentals usually show up in peace of mind. You won't be doing laundry every 3 days or handling late night, where's the Wi-Fi password texts. Plus, in a rural area, you're less likely to pull in weekend warriors from the city unless you're near something like a hiking trail or winery. For most owners outside of tourist zones, locking in one tenant who stays a year beats juggling 20 who don't. People don't line up around the block to rent a home 40 minutes from the nearest coffee shop. That's not a knock, it's just true. The turnover and vacancy dynamics in rural spots move slower, and that means you've got to be more patient, more realistic. Don't expect the flood of applications a city unit gets. Give it time, price it right, and be ready for a little weirdness. No heat in January? That's a call you don't want. It's easier to avoid those disasters if you keep things tight before they break. That includes regular servicing and utilizing high-quality HVAC parts. A lot of rural homes run older systems that are easy to ignore until they stop. This is one area where proactive beats reactive every time. Your tenants may not thank you, but they'll stay warm, and that's the real win. Tenants don't need a hot tub, but if the water pressure's weird and there's no insulation, good luck getting them to stick around. Basic upgrades that feel smart, not flashy, will always pay off. Smart home rental upgrades like smart thermostats, weather stripping, and LED lights hit the sweet spot. They're low maintenance, renter friendly, and make your place feel less out in the middle of nowhere and more quiet and efficient. You've got about 10 seconds before a potential tenant decides if your place is worth their time. That's why it's smart to boost your property's appeal with little stuff, cleared brush, working porch lights, and maybe a path that doesn't scream trip hazard. Rural doesn't have to mean rugged. It can mean simple, tidy, and livable. Out here, bad tenants aren't just someone else's problem. They're your problem. It's worth your time to dig a little deeper during the screening phase. You're not just checking credit, you're looking for signs they'll respect the place and the pace of the area. Aim to find long-term tenants who seem more like neighbors than nomads. Trust your gut, make the call, and if something feels off, pass on them. You shouldn't have to mail a lease across 3 counties and wait a week to hear back. You can digitally sign and share your lease in under 10 minutes. Just make sure it spells out everything. Who mows the lawn, who pays for propane, and what happens if the well stops working. This is where most rental headaches begin. Miscommunication and vague expectations. This isn't a hobby anymore. If you're collecting rent, you're running a business, even if it's just one property. That means clean books, receipts, and being ready to report all rental income when the time comes. Don't wait until April to panic. Use a basic app, spreadsheet, notebook, or whatever you think you'll stick with. It's a lot less painful to do it right now than to untangle it later. Making the move from homeowner to rural landlord is part strategy, part guts, and part patience. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be prepared. The right tenant, the right upgrades, the right systems in place. That's the triangle you're aiming for. Looking for country homes, farms, ranches, and land for sale? United Country Real Estate is your trusted partner in rural real estate. Start your journey today and find the lifestyle you've been dreaming of. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for our next video.